Alright, so I'm going to be reacting to this review by Walmart in light of the whole situation involving Helldivers. So, in this one, we're going to read this. Alright, start here. Greetings, Arrowhead Studios and Sony. Right, I'll start this off by saying Helldivers used to be a very entertaining game, and I think it still could be if Arrowhead Studios listens to its fanbase and discontinues the PSN restriction. There's multiple reasons for this, and I will go into depth and explain them all below. Regional lock, she's gonna get into lack of account and security risks, fixes, and inclusion. Alright, let's get into the regional lock, shall we? Alright, this should be quite obvious, but sadly needs to be brought to the attention of Arrowhead Studios and Sony. With the introduction of the PSN account, restriction thousands, if not millions, of players from playing Helldivers due to this regional lock. For example, the following countries are blocked from playing: Bolivia, Iran, Lithuania, Venezuela, Kyrgyzstan, Haiti. The worst part is that these countries aren't even the tip of the iceberg. There's quite literally 118 countries blocked from using this PSN, meaning a grand total of 4.3 billion people are blocked from playing Helldivers. That is an astonishing amount of people that Sony and Arrowhead Studios have blocked from playing Helldivers. If we look at countries that can access PSN, we find that only 73 countries can access PSN. This means that only 7.7 billion people have the ability to play Helldivers. Now, on paper, that doesn't seem like a big loss, as more people have access to it than those who don't. Here's the thing: that previous 4.8 billion people that used to be able to play Helldivers can no longer do that. Now, that sounds simple, right? No, the combined total of people that used to have access to Helldivers is 12 billion people. If we do the math, this means that 35% of the population who used to have access to play Helldivers no longer have the ability to. That is massive. This has to be a huge financial loss for Sony and Arrowhead Studios. This will also now not let friends play together if one is in a country where PSN is blocked. Now, while yes, you could simply change your region for PSN using different methods, a lot of times that is just simply may not be possible due to many different scenarios. Lack of account and security risks. We're in this category now. Now, this may sound simple by saying just make an account. While you could do this, some may not want to, as they could already have too many accounts or just simply can't be bothered to. PSN is also notorious for one ongoing and seemingly persistent security issues. Without going into much depth, one of the most common flaws is wrongful bans and data breaches, which of course is something that no one really wants to happen to them. If we look a bit more into data breaches, we can see that in 2023, PSN had one data breach. In this data breach, 6,761 current and previous Sony employees had their data compromised. While this is not PSN, this is still Sony. That isn't the only incident where Sony or one of their subgroups have been compromised or completely stolen. There have been a total of 7 data breaches since 2011. While that may not sound too bad, that means that over 100 million people have had their data compromised. That means either their credit card, name, address, email, birth dates, and more were stolen from the 100 plus million users. If you're wondering what could happen with that stolen info, this is the main possible things that can happen: identity impersonation, charges on your credit card, random just to your residence, selling your info to scam groups. And you may be saying, "Oh, what about Steam?" From doing research, I've always found one data breach that is big, as Sony says, Sony's 7 million breaches. Steam had a massive breach in 2011 where 35 million users were compromised. This doesn't even come close to a majority of Sony's breaches. Fixes. These fixes for this should be quite obvious to Sony and Arrowhead. If you have been listening to their fan base, the easiest and best solution is simply riddling. Helldivers of the PSN account restriction. They could also unrestricting a majority of the countries that have been blocked, though this one might take more effort. It's still a step towards redemption. One of the most important fixes so it could establish better security fixes, and make sure that these data breaches don't continue. The This problem should be fixed either way, as security and privacy is quite crucial. The right course of action is to take down the PSN restriction and move it in its entirety, as this is what the fans and community wants, which a community is undoubtedly one of the most important parts of a game company. Conclusion. Thank you to the community for reading this, and to those that upvote, as the only way we can reach Sony and Arrowhead Studios is by pushing the facts and the truth right on the front pages. All the data I pulled has been heavily researched and fact checked. Thanks once more, and let's make Helldivers great again. Alright. Wow, that's quite a review by Mr. Walmart here. I love it. Man, he makes a really compelling argument. I'm going to say, was this review helpful? I'm going to say yes, this review was very helpful. Can I assign a reward? Yes, I can. We're going to give him the clever award. What would he like? I will give him the clever award. How about that? The clever award. Give award. Alright, we give in the clever award. The award has been successfully granted. And yes. Alright. So, he makes important points here. I think we should review it and look over it. And, yeah. And that's, Walmart's review. And we got one more review. Hi, Zoe. You have taken the only thing I experienced online. Friends for me. I am now alone. Now, with my fellow Helldivers. This isn't very democracy. I take poops more democracy than this. He also makes a very valid point. Is it funny? Yes. Is it helpful? Yes, it is. But I'm just saying it's helpful. Alright, well, as you see, yep. That's the end of this review, and, yeah, hope you have a good day.